Good morning friends, welcome to my life page. Myself Vaibhav Parashar, I am from Noida. Today I am going to tell you about electronics and communication. I will start from my schooling life. I did 10th in PCM and 12th in PCM from Saharanpur, and after that I tried for IITZ but could not succeeded, and after that I did B.Tech from UPTU in electronics and communication from Lucknow. If I talk about my professional career, I joined as a drive test engineer in 2G, 3G testing as well as data analyst. After that, having around 1 year experience in telecommunications, I joined SL Sham Communications Limited in field of media broadcasting, in which we learned satellite communication. Satellite communication is very interesting field, and I worked there around 3 years. It was so much interesting. I learned there satellite communication and media and broadcasting and downlinking and uplinking and the live broadcast of all videos, like you see the IPL and World Cup and FIFA and CWG or something else. Live events are being uplinking to satellite and downlinking at the company, and then uplinking to the end users through, as you see on the TV. I worked there around 3 years and it was very nice experience having satellite communication. After that, I joined another company in Gurgaon which was working in the field of air traffic control systems, and I learned there about how air traffic control works and their networking. After that, I worked there around 2 years. After that, I joined in Noida in one of company which is dealing in metro railways telecom. See, metro railways telecom is also a very interesting field in which you find fiber optics and radios, walkie-talkie and access control and different type of communication like announcement system which you see on metro railways platforms and stations and inside the metro, and as well as platform passenger information display systems, and which shows the time of the trains coming and the destination and arrival and other important informations for the passengers. So guys, I would like to tell you about electronics and communication. Whatever the medium we are using for communication, by the use of electronics is the source of meaning of the electronics and communication, in which we learn about how electronic systems work in terms of PCB designing or VLSI or sort of electronics devices, how they are being manufactured, what are the topologies, what are the theorems we use, and how they relate to communicate among the people and how communication is established. So electronics and communication is nothing but communicating around the world by the help of electronic systems. So guys, now I would like to tell you about the subjects which we use in electronics and communication. So if we talk about the first semester of electronics and communication, we use mechanics, in which we learn how and from where how much force should be used, what are the topologies, what are the mechanism of the mechanical energy and other subsystems of hardware devices is being used, and you can say that is part of mechanical engineering, but that is very much important in our general life. Then we talk about microprocessor systems. Microprocessor system is very important subject for electronics and communication branch, in which we learn how 8085, 8086 processor works, in which we use different type of processors, and we learn about the history and the methodology, how they work and how they are being used in computers or in big devices which are being automated and used in electronics devices. After that, we have digital signaling processing, in which we learn how signal propagates, what are the mediums like pulse communication, analog communication, digital communication. After that, we have data structure as well. Data structure is being subject which is majorly used for IT or computer science, but it is also included in electronics and communication in UPTU. I'm just telling the subjects which are included in UPTU, and at that time in data structure we learn how computer topology and computer algorithm works. it is being used by language C or without C, but we learn how things are going in digital form. And besides of that, in electronics communication, we learn about wireless communication is subject. In wireless communication, we study about radar, radio detection and ranging. So in radar systems, we see the bandwidth which is coming in our territory and which is not known. So radar is being used for monitoring purpose and security. We study the radar technology and other antenna technologies which are used by the world to receive and transmit the signals in various fields in different bandwidths. There is one important subject, that is VLSI design, in which we learn how very large scale integration is done, how printed circuit board is designed, how designing is done as per the requirement of the system, what result we want for monitoring, to communicate, to send the signals, to receive the signals using the theorems and topologies. So PCB designing is very important and nice option to work for the professional field in job purpose, because when you learn embedded system, you learn how to design the system, how to implement the systems as per algorithm and the requirement of the system. You design the PCB, and PCB designing is very few in India. Even electronics components are also not manufactured in India. Guys, I would like to tell you one more important subject, that is network systems. Network systems is the subject which we use to learn the electrical field and used in electrical and electronics. In network systems, we come to know about Norton theorems, many theorems which are used in electrical and which are very important to learn how circuit works, because if we don't know how circuit works, then we will not be able to implement it in our PCB designing as well as in the system designing. So guys, I would like to tell you about the skills which are required for doing the B.Tech, and as well as when you do B.Tech, what you get. Professional communication is the root of any professional job. In professional communication, we learn how to talk, what are the basics of the English and part of pronunciation and communication, in which how we tackle the things in our daily life and how much English is important in the current scenario of the field. However, Hindi is our mother language, but English is our professional language. So professional communication is second. You must be a team player. You should have time management. You can lead your team as doing a project, like I had done project on artificial intelligence, like border security system. That project was led by me, and I had to manage all my team members in their appropriate opportunities and division of their work zone as per the project requirement and their expertise. So time management, team management, and lead. If you are a leader, team player, so you are master and you are going to boom in this industry. And I would like to tell that you must learn about artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence is very much important thing and technology which are going to use after doing B.Tech. And itself in B.Tech, when you are doing B.Tech in electronics and communication, you must try the project on artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence is being tested from many decades, but the growth of the system is very low, because people are developing the artificial intelligence and the robotics, but they are not moving forward in the speed in which they should go. So artificial intelligence has a broad area of and scope for emerging market, and you will learn how artificial intelligence works. You should be creative, how you can make a people life easier about with the help of artificial intelligence. And another thing is testing. When we design or when we think about to create a system for artificial intelligence or some around different system for communication, you need to test it well. in terms of how voltage and resistance and the signal strength in carrier, like how dB it should be in transmission and it receiver, and as well as it should be appropriate in the standard form so that your project can go viral in terms of globe. I mean, you can represent your project across the globe and they can adapt the technology or the thought process as per the electronics and communication standards. Guys, I would like to tell you about the positive era which I got from doing the B.Tech electronics communication. See, before doing B.Tech in electronics and communication, I just used to see the world as you are seeing right now. But after doing B.Tech in electronics communication, now I can see the things as a transmitter and a receiver. As I am speaking right now and you are listening, I am a transmitter, you are a receiver. But in general language, I am a speaker, you are a listener. So I see everything that is giving something and transmitting some messages. But if we have those devices or if we have those visual or audible devices, we can get their messages as a receiving station. But now we can communicate anywhere where we can. Medium is required, we need to think, we need to manage the bandwidth, and we can connect to the remote areas till our Kargil like we do through satellite communication. So I see every lifespan is based on communication, and if we can help people or government or the world by use of communication, I don't think that anything can be better than this. So in the current scenario and the current world, technology is going to develop day by day. Digital security and security systems like unmanned aerial vehicles are being developed, like artificial intelligence, as I told you, that is being developed and under more refinery so that we can get the latest version with the latest technology. In the field of communication, telecommunication field is developing to the 4G, 5G. 5G is being tested and is being used in the US, while in 5G is in the testing phase in India. So we are getting very much exposure in the field of satellite communication, telecommunication, as well as in artificial intelligence and in IoT. So it is broad area. We need to focus any of them and move forward with getting more experiences with the latest technology and good companies. Guys, another thing about positivity of electronics and communication, that is IoT. That is very new technology across the globe and very emerging. You must learn about IoT, that is Internet over Things, how you connect your maximum devices by your only one thumb. You can connect all devices like your AC, like your washing machine, like your fridge, like your TV, through your phone, through internet, and you can use maximum by spending minimum electricity or bucks. So this is how IoT works. Your car can be connected through IoT, your bike can be connected through IoT, your bedroom can be connected, your drawing room can be connected, your factory, your office can be connected, your cabin can be connected through IoT, and you can use the devices by your own, and it is used for maximum easiness of life. When you enter in your home, you just enter and AC is on before you reach, before 5 to 10 minutes, so that you find the cool room and you can beat the summer. So this is the one example. When you go to your car is ignition is on and AC is on, so you find your car in on condition as well as in cool condition, and you can use various devices like artificial intelligence, like Google has launched it's on Google. Say hi Google, and that will talk about like a robot, and that is used by artificial intelligence. And such devices are being used in US and other developed countries, and now India is also going to use that. Guys, I would like to tell you the disadvantages or the challenges, not disadvantages, but the challenges which are being faced in this profession. First is, when we talk about electronics devices, electronic components are not being manufactured completely in India, so we just import them. So being imported, they are much costlier and have high cost to implement any project, or if you want to be an entrepreneur, you need much funding to implement your project or your product. So first problem is less manufacturing of electronics component in India and the quality manufacturing in India, because if we get the electronics component in India, they are not as per the standard quality standards which are being issued by the other countries and used by EC and electronics communication authorities. So in this phase we feel this problem. And also in current scenario, there are more number of colleges which are providing B.Tech in electronics and communication, and lot of engineers are being coming as fresher in the market, but jobs are less than their number of heads, because demand is less and supply is more. So this is also a big issue, but I just think this issue is in every field, not in this profession only. And another challenge is like when you learn some technology. If you are going for IoT, then learn for IoT. If you are going for telecommunication, be expertise of telecommunication. If you are working in media broadcast and satellite communication, get expertise on satellite communication, because when you have the relevant experience, you get more salary, good company and good opportunity. But the experience I have I have different experience in different type of communication. I feel very much satisfied and happy because I have knowledge of satellite communication, telecommunication, and as well as the railway telecommunication and air traffic control. But best suggestion is to work on the same technology and get more expertise and work on that only. Guys, I would like to share one more important thing, that how days are going on in my current professional life and my earlier job as well. Currently I am working as marketing, so I just meet the client and working for tenders and bidding the tenders and working for metro railways like DMRC. Like in this scenario, I used to meet client and process the invoicing and see the obstacles which are going in the project, and also visit on the sites sometimes with the delegation of the client, and also used to go to meet the OEMs and the vendors. So this is how life is full merged into various fields like vendor development, vendor management, and the marketing and upcoming tenders and the emerging market, focusing on the market share and meeting with the new clients as well to sustain and make new leads. So guys, I think that the information which I have shared with you about my professional career as well as my education about B.Tech in electronics communication, sharing the details of subjects and my different scenarios of work experience and the expertise, I just believe that it will help you to determine and understand the requirement of the B.Tech and the exposure of B.Tech electronics communication and different field of communication, how you can relate, how you can select, how you can work to get your goals and focus towards your success. I wish all of you very all the best and keep moving ahead. Thank you.